remembered their cue.
We are guys, and we are just too sweet.
All right, this is Tension Wrestling Disorder. I'm going to right now say episode 44 unless corrected.
It's 43 actually, but we're close.
We were 43 last time.
No, it was 42. I just checked.
Okay, so it's 43.
I wouldn't lie to you.
All right, I am RJ Show here, sitting with an umbilical hernia. And
Ouch.
the whole show, nothing but the whole damn show, recovering from a cough. Oh, and before, go introduce yourself.
Me? Okay. I am your favorite Chucky Hashi, Chucky Coffee, Chucky Elite, Chucky LA Night today. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am the Hot Rod 521. The not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not even six, but the seventh time EOW Fantasy Champion, just recovering from not one, not two, but three different strands of strep throat.
And also known as Rod the Mark Ceiling Fancock.
Fancock, yes. Oh, yeah, and this is my Hot Rod impression. This is my Rod impression, because last time, all he fucking did was have the ceiling fan on.
Oh, it was glorious.
So
that's actually a nice ceiling fan. I can't even
How do you like
that's actually a nice ceiling fan. I actually like it. That's actually a nice ceiling fan. That's actually a nice ceiling fan. Mine's actually on. That's the only difference. But that's
yeah, mine doesn't work anymore.
I don't have a fan in my room. I just have an air conditioner. Here, I'll tell you what I have. I'll go the other way. Hang on. This is all I got. I got an AC. I'm cool.
I have one, but then we just recently got our Central Air fix, so we took out all the window units.
So, Rod, you keep talking about how great you are with you're the 5-time, 9-time, blah 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 blah. Well, then again, well, I mean, yeah, because why is and apparently, according to WWE, in order to be the greatest of all time, you have to lose 15 times. So
hell, it happens.
So to be great, you have to lose 15 times. Unlike Roman Reigns, who has held the title for almost 3 years. So
how many months he goes without defending it? Yeah. Does he defend it every month? No. So hell yeah, it's easy to have a reign like that.
Doesn't matter.
When you go months without defending. Oh yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right, Chuck. What do you consider a GOAT? Someone who loses like a million times? Is that's great?
There is only one
championship on pay-per-view on every month.
There is one GOAT. Great. There is one GOAT. And he lost 90% of his matches, and his name is the Sandman.
The Sandman was fucking awesome.
He was. I love the Sandman.
And he lost 90% of his matches.
What the fuck even makes a GOAT? I mean, to me, you gotta be. I mean, Chris Jericho, definitely a GOAT.
It depends on your criteria. Like, winning one title the most times can make you a GOAT. Being the Grand Slam champion can make you a GOAT. Obviously, a Hall of Famer makes you a GOAT for the most part.
Fucking slap in the face to Bret Hart.
How many GOATs do we have on these credentials?
I mean, like I said, it depends on what your credentials of the GOAT is.
That's why I'm asking. I mean,
how does fucking Shawn Michaels feel about that? And I mean, Triple H is the one who is behind the whole creative, and he's been around longer, and he's willing to do that shit. Okay.
No, when they say no, I never once heard anyone say HBK or Triple H aren't GOATs.
But why the fuck would you do that?
The
greatest of all time. Fuck, he is not the greatest of all time. He's some lame ass with a fucking bald spot, like me. I have a bald spot, and I'm a lame ass, but he's a fucking lame ass with a bald spot who fucking has 5 fucking moves.
Yeah, he's the winningest world champion in company history, but okay.
Oh, you're talking about Stupid Cena. Got it.
He's the winningest world champion in company history, but okay.
John Cena's
never going to be like The Rock. Oh, and look at you. You're making movies and
Okay, yeah. When his career's winding down, he didn't do it in his mid-20s the way The Rock did, so let's not go there. Let's not even go
Actually,
there.
The Rock was 30 when he switched
Oh,
over.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm so sorry.
You wish John Cena was as good as The Rock ever was.
Yeah, okay.
So called Steve Austin is miles better than John Cena ever was.
Maybe that women beating, yeah, he is.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is changed fucking wrestling. John Cena decided to fucking be
Stone Cold Steve Austin on not one but two of his wives, and the company covered for him.
John Cena isn't even the goat of the ruthless.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wait. John Cena isn't even the goat of the ruthless aggression era wrestlers.
Yeah, okay.
Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar are both better than John Cena.
Yeah, okay. Brock
Edge is
Lesnar
fucking better than John Cena.
Everybody knows that.
Whatever you want to call it. It still wasn't happy. I've never seen a dude get more handed to him on a silver platter and still have the nerve to complain.
I mean,
by the way, I heard
to an interview. Brock Lesnar got opportunities freaking other superstars would have sold their souls for, and he still complains.
The match that we
that
should
is not
see,
no go.
The match that we should see, and John Cena will get his ass handed to him if it's done right and he doesn't fucking bury this dude. Because I just listened to an interview, and based on what you told me, Chuck,
yeah,
if the push is going to happen, Karrion Kross versus John Cena.
I would love that, and I would love to see Karrion
Kross
go over on Cena.
Right.
It's been talked about.
Also, just like him and Wyatt was talked about too. That never happened.
Yes, I know. They were talking. Kross was talking about that. It was supposed to happen at 39.
I'm over this whole Kross thing. They've had so many opportunities with him, and they blew it.
Not true.
What fucking
opportunity? Yeah. Yes, it is. He got 2 stints on the main roster, and what has he done on the main roster?
Karrion Kross has had limited opportunities.
What Karrion Kross has done on the main roster, and his 2 stints is absolutely so great.
Nothing yet, but it's coming.
Have you watched him against Mysterio and Styles? The guy is fucking awesome in the ring. Have you seen his NXT work?
I said main roster. I didn't say nobody. He was great in NXT. But on the main roster, he's done shit.
Oh, yeah? So he didn't beat Rey Mysterio? He beat him in a couple of matches, pretty sure.
Okay, where is he? Okay, where has he done lately? He hasn't been on TV.
That's his fault?
I'm not saying that's his fault, but you expect me to buy into this dude time to do it on TV in months.
He just doesn't believe that Karrion Kross is going to beat Cena.
They're freaking Karrion Kross. What does that tell you?
Akira Tozawa is a fucking joke.
But yeah, he gets more TV time than Karrion Kross does.
Hey, according to TikTok, Akira Tozawa is the new GOAT.
That was it with Alpha Cat was fucking hilarious. Yeah. That was fucking hilarious.
You know what was fucking hilarious?
What's that?
First of all, did either of you, well, Rod, did you watch everything last night?
Yeah, I caught up on Collision and Battle of the Belts.
Did you watch Battle?
Yeah, I caught up.
Okay. Dude,
have it on in the background, guys. You guys can discuss it.
Rod, did you catch the botch on AEW last week?
What show?
It was either Rampage or Collision.
I think it was Rampage.
Might have been Collision. No, it was Collision. Maybe it was. So Sky Blue, forget who wrestled Chris Statlander.
Oh, so last week you talking about for the TBS title? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that was Collision then.
It was Collision. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so I was right.
You were right. I was wrong. Okay.
Did you see the botch? Did you see the botch?
Was it when she went for the Cold Blue?
No, it happened after the match. So, fucking Chris Statlander puts her hand out. Sky Blue is just sitting there doing nothing. She didn't, and all of the sudden, because all of the sudden, the bad timing Nightingale comes out. Then, as she comes out, Sky Blue pushes the hand away. That made perfect sense. The run-in should have happened after she pushed the hand, not before. Someone had a bad timing moment.
It happens.
But did you see it?
That's all. I see what you're talking about now. I remember what you're talking about now. It happens.
Yeah, but
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everybody always wants to point out like how bad the AEW women's division is.
It's terrible.
And it is the weakest point in AEW. But you want to know what's worse than the AEW women's division? The WWE women's tag team division. You want to talk about something that's worse?
You're not wrong. And no,
Thank you.
I wasn't saying there was anything wrong with the women's division.
I was just bringing that point up in general. Everybody loves to hate on AEW's women's division. Not saying you would, but I'm just saying in general. But no one ever gives that same hate to the WWE women's tag team division, as non-existent as it is.
The women's tag team division WWE is a joke.
Were there no monitors? Or like, did someone not cue her correctly? I mean,
I have no idea. Who knows?
Pretty bad timing.
Maybe it could be time constraints. Who knows?
Anything's true. She probably mistimed it, but I don't know. The problem with
it makes because when you watch it, it makes no fucking sense. Even though you kind of figure it, that's what was supposed to happen.
Right.
Because for a
Sky Blue is turning heel. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
It is happening.
That mist, the fact that using that mist to turn her heel.
Over exaggerated.
Well, I mean, look what happened to Julia. Well, she got sprayed in the face with the mist.
Julia's makeup wasn't over exaggerated, but she was already showing signs of being a heel by her actions, and Sky's kind of doing
was the heel move.
But I feel like she's like overdoing the makeup. It looks like, kind of looks like a kid did it. It looks over exaggerated.
The trick to makeup is to look like you're not wearing any. Apparently, Julia Hart didn't get the memo on why AEW has the inferior women's division.
They don't, though.
Point.
They don't, though.
They do. The women's tag team division in WWE is non-existent, so we're not even going to get started with that. Because if they had one, Sasha Banks and Naomi would still be WWE defending those titles. There was a tag team division. Let's call a spade a spade.
Of course, it hasn't been the same since they left. I mean, every champion has been pretty much outside of Damage Control, been pretty much makeshift. And the worst thing that could have happened to it was when they unified those damn titles. Because the NXT Women's division was actually pretty good until they unified the titles.
I agree.
I actually agree with that, and also NXT and
if you was going to unify, and then what really boggles my mind was you unify the titles just to have Shayna turn on Ronda and Lily in the middle of their first defense after the titles are unified. If you was going to have Shayna turn on Ronda, you should have had them lose to Fire and Dawn. That would have made a lot more sense.
WWE thinks no, not WWE.
Fire should be the next ones in line. And I did see the promo, and where the
I know they're finally doing something with them finally again. After all these months of them getting buried by Ronda and freaking Shayna for no reason, other than we have to appease Ronda. She's leaving in 2 months.
That was a fucking waste of a walk.
That was a waste of a push with Shayna Baszler. They haven't done shit with her since Ronda left either.
No, I mean I had to find my charger.
Oh, you did.
And it was like next to me the entire time. All right, I'm about to do something unprofessional, so here we go.
You're gonna see him in his tidy whities.
Oh God!
Actually, you know what?
Oh no, we're gonna see
my Nightmare on Elm Street 2 impression.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're watching Nightmare. Yeah, I watched it today actually, like early this morning.
Okay, there you go.
Sexy.
There you go. This is my Nightmare on Elm Street 2 impression.
Oh my God.
The guy was wearing
in the
tidy
ceiling
whities.
Fancock over here.
The guy was wearing tidy whities for an entire scene.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
you just witnessed tidy whities.
I did. Maybe I'll start going shirtless on these. No one wants to see that.
Wait, what?
I'll start going shirtless on these.
Wait, what?
Exactly. I'm gonna go shirtless like that. No one wants to see that. For me.
Don't tempt me.
I'm saying I'll go shirtless.
Okay, but still, yeah. Don't tempt me.
No one wants to see this.
I don't know. That I don't think any of us want to see that. So
No one.
Nah.
But what were we talking about again?
Unless I wax my body like a wrestler.
We're talking
What are you talking about?
How the unholy union got robbed against Shayna and Ronda.
How basically the women's tag division's a joke in WWE because it is.
It is.
I will say one thing. I like Green with the title.
I do too. I enjoy that. It's funny.
Anytime
problem
Green
is they got no
with the title,
competition.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, problem is they got no competition.
Fuck you, Ron. Here we go.
Because they don't know how to book it. They should shit can the titles and call it a day.
Okay, Ron.
Hell, my jaw almost dropped over the fact I actually got to see those titles on NXT Tuesday. I couldn't believe it.
For those who are viewing, I don't apologize because Rod decided the fucking show is ceiling again, so I'm going to show mine.
I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to be nice to our viewing audience, whoever they are, and I'm going to keep my attractive face on camera. Because you know what? Spade, I'm the attractive one of the three of us.
Right.
Nope.
Oh, let me have my moment, okay? Surprise Rod's not fighting me on that one.
Okay.
You know what?
But anyway, but look, yeah, but the big news coming out of last night though, it didn't happen from New Japan and it didn't happen from AEW.
Hold that thought. Attention Wrestling Disorder could also be heard on any podcasting platform. Just go get like a podcasting app, put in Attention Wrestling Disorder, and you can listen to this and not have to witness a fucking blurry ceiling fan. Now, what about Now, what about AEW in New Japan?
Now, I'm saying the biggest news that came out of last night was not from AEW and it's not from New Japan. It's actually from Impact Wrestling.
I'm aware, and I was actually going to say something about it, but go ahead. I'll let you do it.
This is just like crowning moment of like wrestling is reporting a Impact news.
It's not Impact anymore.
All right, tell your news.
Before I say it, Balfour Lawyer was amazing last night.
Oh, did he show up?
Nope.
So the company doesn't have cancer?
Nope.
Great, I got to watch Bound for Glory now.
Nope. I was so happy he didn't either.
I hate both of you for your hate on my boy CM Punk.
Yeah, but hate nothing. The dudes in there ain't nothing to hate on.
Fuck cancer.
CM Punk. Okay, you know what about goats, guys? You go back to goats for a minute. CM Punk qualifies as a goat.
I mean, being a cancer, I 100% agree.
Every other reason is why he's a goat. Former world champion, former Grand Slam.
Cancer.
Incorrect.
Just keep spitting it out. I'll just say
a piece of garbage.
Cancer.
Two are wrong. You just are.
The easiest boss in the world to work for, and it got into multiple wasn't backstage, but okay.
Cancer.
And any company would be lucky to have a guy like CM Punk.
Sammy Guevara 2 years ago like a choir boy in comparison.
Punk. Cancer, and meanwhile, yeah, Sammy Guevara got away with a lot of shit.
He makes Sammy Guevara look like a choir boy in comparison.
You know what? I've had enough.
You know what though? I think there was a lot of speculation. From what I understand, Andrade was gone all those months, not mostly because of an injury. And they're not that fucking bullshit with Guevara or whatever the fuck they were talking about.
No, yeah, I mean, that first month it was the Guevara, but after that he was actually dealing with injuries too, So go ahead, because I want to talk about have nothing for him until the Collision came out. Kind of like what happened with Miro and Scorpio Sky.
Let's talk about your announcement, Rod.
Yeah, before people were
But you know, as of last night, we are living in the final moments of Impact Wrestling because January of next year, Impact Wrestling returns to its roots and will be known as Total Nonstop Action.
TNA, yep. How did they get the right?
Wait a minute. So I can call it TNA again. Woots!
Put down, hater.
Why? Wait a minute, but how? I did see. I've been hearing about that for the past couple of days, but my question is, did Carter or Jarrett own the rights to TNA as far as the name?
No.
So why did it take them so long to bring it back? Because they have been bringing it back in bits and pieces.
I guess they decided now was the time. And they got new belts, which will be unveiled at Hard to Kill, too, so.
You do remember that.
You
do remember that.
Down, hater, no one's talking to you.
You do remember that Moose had the TNA title while there was still Impact, right?
Yeah, I know.
Boring.
Every champion is getting new title. What's the name? Every champion.
What were the matches?
Hard to Kill. We know what 2 matches will be at Hard to Kill. The Impact World Title match will be Moose against Alex Shelley because Moose is catching Feast to Fire at Hard to Kill. And by virtue of her being the first ever knockout to win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, Jordan Grace has called her shot for the knockout title. So it will be Jordan Grace versus Trinity for the knockout title at Hard to Kill.
I watched the week before last week. I got to catch up and watch the Thursday that I missed. But I don't know. There's a lot of still stupid shit, like Crazy Steve, stupid shit. And
boring.
No one's talking, you hater.
And you know why Kozlov is doing what he's doing, right? Because who else is in there? Santino Marella? Exactly.
Yes. But it's good to see him back, though.
Well, Fandango...
I'm equally happy over the fact that it was Bully Ray she beat at the end to win it, too. So I can't stand his hypocrite ass.
Oh, Jordan?
Who hating on?
You talking about Jordan Ray?
Yeah, she beat Bully Ray to win it at the end.
Well, good. I can see Bully Ray putting over talent like that. Good.
Bully Ray.
It's about time he did something right.
Bully Ray's the man.
What?
He's
you know what?
Why is Billy Ray a hypocrite, Rod?
About him, but Bully Ray.
This is the same dude who got on John Moxley for getting into it with a fan because a fan called him a druggie his first night back from rehab. But yeah, this the same guy who, because a fan told Velvet Sky he was a fat ass, had the fan meet him backstage. Now, if that's not a hypocrite, I don't know what it is.
Say what you will about him, but when it comes to doing what's right for the wrestling business, dude,
that much I give him, yeah. He's still a hypocrite, but yeah, he does. I'll give you that much. I'll give you. Yeah, he does.
He fucking trains other wrestlers.
I know. I would never take away his accomplishments in ring, but outside the ring, he's a piece of shit.
Even though I will confess to you guys, I did watch some of the 1000th episode of Impact where the Dudley Boys were there, and it was great.
That episode was awesome.
Say what you will, but Bully Ray would. Well, then again, I don't know. Randy Orton made a comment about him years ago. I don't know. I wasn't in the locker room, but I could see him being a better leader than that fucking cancer ever will be.
And that's saying something.
And by the way, when's Jack Perry coming back?
Apparently he's supposed to be coming back soon. So I'm assuming he'll probably be at the pay-per-view.
Oh, fuck Jack Perry. He's only getting a push because he's Luke Perry's son.
Oh my God. He helped get rid of the cancer. So that dude's a hero. You want to talk about a real hero.
I agree. You're such a fucking that. I can see a fucking Mark saying that shit.
That's why I said it.
I know. I know why you said it. I know.
I like Jack Perry. I've only been a ballbuster, guys. Relax.
What's the wrestling newsletter you read, Rod?
Oh, Wrestling Inc.
Okay, it's not Wrestle Talk. because I was reading something from Wrestle Talk about, oh, there was another feud in AEW because Adam Copeland called, what was
Ricky
the
Starks.
line? Yeah, Ricky Starks. The line had the word midget in it. So before everyone gets offended, it was in the promo.
Yeah, basically called him a vanilla midget.
Exactly. And apparently they basically did what do you call those things? Where you post something to get a clickbait.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of those right now.
Talking about the fucking promo, and one person made a comment backstage apparently, but nothing says. I'm sure that the two of them were fine with it. It's fucking wrestling. It's a fucking promo.
Right.
So it's
there's a lot of those clickbaits online lately. I don't why they click on this.
Assholes like that ruin shit.
That's why I stopped looking at Newsletters Wrestling, because everything's clickbait.
That's why, because Wrestle Talk's a horrible site, number one.
That's why I fucking deleted it from my feed. I'm like, why the fuck is this here, first of all?
I've never used Wrestle Talk, so I don't know.
Like, I was like stunned when that dude Anthony named his freaking Facebook group after it.
That's because I love Anthony, but Anthony's a mark.
We're all fucking marks. I'm a fucking mark. You're a mark. Rod's a mark.
We're all marks. I know.
We're all marks.
The marks. We're the marks. I'm not a mark because I'm not wearing an LA Knight shirt.
Right.
That natural LA Knight shirt, by the way.
Of course it's an LA Knight shirt.
That's not how you're supposed to respond.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, you wanted to talk LA Knight. I do want to say this before you go into it. Why the fuck are people overlooking Cody Rhodes? He was brought in. You thought he was going to have a belt because that's the one thing he's never really had in his WWE career. And now they gave him a title he's already had in his WWE career.
Yeah.
Which he lost. So now what?
And now, depending on what happens, like how fast Hollywood gets back on track from the writer's strike, we might get the Roman and Rock matchup that we were supposed to get, last year at WrestleMania before Cody came back.
A writer's strike to put that together. Rock will come when Rock will come.
That's the problem. With the writer's strike, there was nothing going on in Hollywood, so Rock has free time.
So
Rock ain't going to forego millions and millions and millions of dollars where he don't have to put his body on the line as much. Over
be a real story.
Aspect of it. And plus, he's like 50-something years old. So, which one would he rather do if he had the choice?
50-something years old? Oh, you mean like Sting, who's older? Yes, he's retiring, but he's been in the ring in his 60s. What do you got to say about that?
Hey,
Ricky Morton.
Okay, but Sting also isn't a Hollywood superstar either.
Hey, you guys want to hear a sad reality? I saw a thing recently, and it's sadly the truth. Ric Flair had his last match recently. Out of all of the Evolution members, Ric Flair is the most recent one to wrestle.
That is true. It was mentioned on Van Vliet's interview, too, with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And now apparently he wants one more match. It's like, dude, stop.
No one. I hate older guys wrestling. Like it was great back in the day.
Stop.
You need to keep reduplicating it. Like
you're
you
like
need to take your body down in your 60s and 70s. Come on. What is that?
There are certain wrestlers that I just don't understand why they're still wrestling, even in the indies, because I just don't feel like they're as good as they were. Like there are some exceptions. Well, guys in their early 50s, like Jericho, still has it. Sting, I don't think he does as much as he did, but he's still good in the ring.
Right?
Money. They need money. That's it.
And plus, it's not like it's not like Sting is there trying to win world titles. He don't need any more world titles.
There are certain guys that are up there in age who can still. I gotta say it, man. I don't know. I think Ricky Morton still. I don't know where the fuck he has the energy and the fire, but he's still doing it.
Right?
You know what's good about Ricky Morton, and this is a good thing. I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this is the honest truth. Ricky Morton can still sell in his almost 70s that he did when he was in his 20s in the rock and roll.
Right? And the funny
He
thing
still
is,
sells like he did, like it's the
Ricky
80s.
Morton is making more money now. While he's probably, you could probably somewhat consider him past his prime. He ever did in his prime.
My question is how
the money caught up and crept up, and he was able to make it.
Still do it? Because I mean, Hogan has plenty of like injuries, and he can't get in the ring anymore.
No, hell, because Hogan's style took a toll on him.
Again,
Ricky Morton has been wrestling maybe around the same time.
Yeah, but Ricky Morton wasn't going around slamming like freaking 400 or 500 pound people either.
That's true.
It's true. It's a different kind of match, a different style.
My question is though, like, how is he able to still work in the ring?
Conditioning.
Is my question.
Right? He took care of himself.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan did that leg drop for many years, and he really fucked his back up.
Yeah.
It's like asking the Undertaker kid, ask him how their knees are doing today with the tombstones. Ask him how their knees are today. Their knees are both probably so fucked up, it's ridiculous.
A lot of guys have bad knees.
I know. But think about them particularly. They're 300-pound guys, and they're going knees first in the ground. That's a lot of pressure to put on your knees.
My question is,
no offense, why do you think Nikki Bella had to one say that rack attack fucked her neck up?
What happened?
That rack attack fucked her neck up.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Nikki Bella. That rack attack fucked her neck up.
Wait a minute. Why are we talking about someone who who can't wrestle for shit? What?
Oh my God,
Played in RJ show. Nikki Bella is amazing. I Nikki Bella terrible. I like
Flair showed her who the better wrestler was. Charlotte Flair is more of a fucking athlete, while Nikki Bella is all about I'm gonna be on TV.
Okay, yeah. You saw how much mainstream she brought WWE though, right? Charlotte Flair would never bring WWE as much mainstream as Nikki Bella. The only person right now in that company who has the opportunity to bring as much mainstream as WWE as the Bellas is freaking Bianca Belair.
Or Alexa Bliss.
Why would you mention that stale, awful?
Now you're just being a hater.
What about Alexa Bliss, Rod? She's got some outside influence.
As much as she's pissed me off, I think Becky Lynch is fucking leading the charge. She's taking a title from a brand that people have turned their nose to. Turn their nose down to. That the company itself.
It's not bad. Problem is though, everybody gets all butthurt because it gets his ass whooped by AEW. Let's just face fact, AEW is better.
NXT though has some great talent, and may I mention that
here's a perfect example. Everybody was like all bragging a couple weeks ago when AEW got 1.1. When NXT got 1.1 million viewers and it beat AEW. It only took Undertaker and Cena, Cody, Oscar, LA Knight coming down there.
Yeah.
But I asked people, what happened when Battleground went up against Double or Nothing? Who won that one?
You're right.
On
their own, without the fucking legends or the.
You guys don't think that. People don't think that WWE did that on purpose with NXT, knowing that.
We all know they did. But these fans
act
like, oh my God, this just proves
I'm not talking about you guys,
better.
no, people in general. and you don't think
of course they did.
But this is what gets me though. Let's say like freaking SmackDown couldn't do a show on Friday for whatever reason, and they had to move to Saturday 8:00. And freaking Collision put like all the heavy hitters of AEW on there, and Collision beat SmackDown the ratings. All the WWE fans be complaining that AEW did it, but it's okay for NXT to do it.
Because AEW fans, the Mark fans are the worst. And here's why AEW Mark fans are the worst.
WWE fans just as bad.
Because they're both terrible. And here's why. They're both terrible for different reasons. AEW Mark fans are terrible because they claim, oh, WWE sucks, WWE sucks. It's like they jumped on the bandwagon like 10 years too late, hating on WWE, and now it's like, oh, it's cool to hate WWE. And then you ask who the favorite wrestlers are, they're all like WWE.
They're doing things in kind of small doses. Fucking Nick Aldis as general manager showing right now is showing why SmackDown is more watchable than Raw.
WWE,
That shit that happened the other night, they're bringing the rivalry back probably because of SummerSlam.
I got a feeling in December, a certain former general manager is probably going to be getting his job back at NXT.
So Regal's finally going to be back on camera, you're saying?
Yeah, the 1 year of him not being on camera to sell the whole MJF storyline is going to be up. So
it'll be good again if NXT.
You think WWE would really want to do that though, or do you think Regal requested that?
Combination of both.
He wanted to be working with his son. He wanted to be like around his son so he could help him with his career and stuff too.
But see, Regal's a professional, so if that's the only thing Tony Khan asked for, he was going to do it.
Oh, you mean they kind of agreed?
He didn't leave in bad standings with AEW. Like, for whatever reason, let's just say WWE decided to release Regal. Like, 30 days later, he'd be back at AEW in no time.
Yeah, no, he'll be back. Because he's a professional.
He didn't leave in bad standings with the company.
You know, it's up to Regal to whether he's coming back or not.
And I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure NXT, he's gonna be the new NXT general manager once this whole 1 year of not being on TV to sell the MJF storyline is over.
I want to see him come back and wrestle as the real man's man again.
He's a man.
Yeah, I definitely don't see that happening.
Why did everybody hate on that gimmick? It was great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure Regal loved it.
William Regal and the fucking, what was that, Duchess of Toonsbury match or whatever that was? With
Queensberry.
Yeah. Of what?
The Duchess of Queensberry match.
Where William Regal basically makes up the rules as they went along.
Basically, yeah, and that's how he won his first IC title after Jericho pissed in his teeth.
The man knows talent. The man is a fucking phenomenal wrestler. If I would love to see him back, I don't care where. I mean, obviously he's in WWE now, so comes back to TV. Great.
Hell, it wouldn't surprise me if next year he gets put in the Hall of Fame. Would not surprise me.
Oh,
you know, I need you to clarify something because my memory's off.
About what?
Or is The Rock not in the Hall of Fame?
He's not.
What the fuck? Why would you put they put fucking Edge ahead and Rey Mysterio ahead of The Rock?
Okay, first of all, Edge and Rey Mysterio had longer careers than The Rock, but okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock should have been put in at the same time. Yes, The Undertaker's had a longer career than fucking The Rock, but The Rock should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree. I disagree with that.
So you trying to tell me The Rock should have been put in before The Undertaker?
No, I'm trying to tell you that The Rock should have been in already. Maybe around the same time as The Undertaker. But The Undertaker should have been put in, well, then again, he was active. But since now the new rule is, if you're active, you can be in the Hall of Fame because obviously Mysterio is still active.
Yeah, well, that'll be, they play hot potato with their rules because that's what they do. Because
who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, even though he's not in the WWE?
Who's that?
The Ocho, Ayatollah.
He will be.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He should be. I mean, the whole
he should be, but they're not going to put him in right now with him working in AEW.
Yet Vince allowed. Even Vince gave the okay for Stone Cold to put him on his podcast when Vince
There's a
was
big
still
difference
running it.
between putting somebody on a podcast and putting somebody in your Hall of Fame that's working for your rival company.
Wait a minute. Hold up. When the Four Horsemen were in the Hall of Fame, what company was Ric Flair working for?
Okay, did you not see what the deal was? Did you not hear what that deal was for that to happen?
Yes, Christian Cage went back to.
Christian didn't want to do it. That was the deal. Problem is, Vince ain't gonna want to make deals with Tony Khan like that.
Oh, by the way, what company was Billy Gunn working for when DX was in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, you saw how they completely trolled him that night, right?
Does it matter? It doesn't fucking matter. They still did it. So
because Tony Khan allowed it to happen.
Why the fuck?
But there's the big difference between Billy Gunn and Chris Jericho. No offense to Billy Gunn, but he's not as big as Chris Jericho.
No, he's not.
I disagree. He was before Jericho was in WWE. DX was making noise with Billy Gunn.
Yes.
Okay, Billy Gunn's overall career and look at Chris Jericho's overall career.
The big difference between an entire faction and one person.
Okay, I'd see that, and yes, Jericho was a world champion, and Gunn was never a world champion in WWE.
Was Billy Gunn a world champion anywhere? Probably not.
Was he? I don't know. I don't know if he was a world champion. He wrestled. He obviously had to wrestle in other promotions.
Unpopular opinion: Billy and Chuck were better than the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that, but. No, in my opinion, the New Age Outlaws wasn't even the best tag team.
Rod's a mark. He's gonna tell me the Smoking Guns were better.
They was.
No,
definitely not.
And it was.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, especially when your tag team partner gets punched in the face and loses his career after it.
They killed all of Bart Gunn's.
No legitimate boxer. That's not his fault. But what the hell did that have to do with them being a great tag team? That happened like years before they even broke up.
Oh, you mean Bart in the fucking worst version of the Midnight Express?
Hey, I was a big fan of Bodacious Bart.
Oh, it was Bodacious Bart and Bombastic Bob, or what was it?
Bombastic Bob and Bodacious Bart, the new Midnight Express. They're actually the best carnation of the Midnight Express.
Wasn't he still an active wrestler at the time too?
No.
Let's not go nuts now.
Wasn't Eaton an active wrestler at the time?
Yeah, he was in WCW.
Yeah, like his career was starting to wind down when that happened.
That fucking was.
He was still doing the Blue Bloods. That was back in the Blue Blood days.
Yeah.
Regal and Eaton and Dave Taylor.
I miss Squire Dave Taylor.
Regal was part of that too, though.
Yep, he was like the leader of them.
And then him and Taylor teamed up again at WWE.
But you know what my favorite thing about the Blue Bloods was their manager, Sir William.
Yes.
Bill Dundee.
Oh. Who?
Bill Dundee.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
Jerry Lawler's all-time.
You know who needs to come to WWE? And if Nick Aldis gets to wrestle, you know who needs to come, right?
Enlighten me.
What's his fucking last name? Rod knows who I'm talking about.
Is it NWA?
Tell me his first name. I might even tell you his last name.
Doug
Williams.
Oh, well, Doug Williams. Oh, okay, yeah.
The British invasion needs to invade.
I'd be okay with that. I would be all about that.
They invaded NWA.
You know what's so crazy about Nick Aldis to me, though? If you watched the episode of SmackDown when they debuted him, no one reacted for him. It was like
I know.
Because no one knew they didn't build him up or nothing. Like, they didn't, none of his accomplishments or nothing.
He was just Nick Aldis. I mean, look at Adam Pearce.
Because the casual WWE fan, you're going to know who he is, unfortunately.
Say the former NWA heavyweight champion.
Hey.
Former Impact World Champion.
True. Former Impact World Champion, but he was a better NWA World Champion because of the time he held it.
Yeah.
Did he hold it short of Roman Reigns, or was it around the same?
Longer.
Longer. And he was actually defending it, and he actually defending it at every pay-per-view.
Actually, I don't think it was
foreign
longer
concept
because
of Roman now.
he lost it, His second reign
was the Logan reign, yeah.
Second reign was
longer
like
than 3 years.
Yeah.
Longer than 3 years.
Yeah, it was like 3 years. Yeah. Once he beat Cody, he didn't drop it until he dropped it to what's his face? Murdoch, right?
Murdoch.
But he didn't have the title longer than 3 years.
No, Aldous had it from like 2017 to like 2020.
2011. 2021 still, yeah.
The second reign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was after All In? I don't know about that.
Oh, it was 2018. It was about 3.5 years, and yeah, probably close. I thought it was longer. I think it was like
Reigns has held the title for about 3 years or so.
Yeah, but the difference is the oldest defended at every NWA pay-per-view. You can't say that about Roman right now.
Question is, why was Roman Reigns off TV? I don't know the answer. Do you? And don't give me
few months he has to get checked up to make sure his leukemia and stuff ain't back. So that's why he has this lighter schedule, which I'm okay with, but not as the world champion.
So I don't care. It's like when it's something like that, it's like back the fuck off.
I don't mind that, but if that's the case, he should be the world champion.
Put somebody over on the way out.
I mean,
like freaking Brock's ass, so we went from Brock doing it to Roman doing it.
But here's the kicker with that.
Roman's reasons for not defending his title are more legit than what Lesnar not defending his title.
Brock Lesnar is better than everybody.
Your world champion should not be not defending the championship.
Hey, Ron, Mr. Cancer Hater.
I agree.
Who do you hate more?
Maybe they should have. I mean, do you think they should have stripped him?
Especially for no damn 3 years.
Here's a question for you: who do you hate more, Punk or Lesnar?
So let's see now. We got
opportunity.
We got Mr. I get handed every day, and I still complain and walk out. And we got Mr. I'm a kiss in the locker room, and I walk out. That's good. I have to get back to you on that because they're about pretty even.
I want to see where this is going.
It might be Lesnar because at least you never hear stories about freaking Punk hurting people in the ring or hitting fans with freaking car doors.
I'll give you this though. The Lesnar Rhodes feud was pretty damn good.
And he put Rhodes over, which was good. All right.
Finally put somebody over.
Willow's still the babyface. All right, so this time
definitely the first person he's put over since freaking Drew at WrestleMania.
I don't, you know what? Like on TV and all the shit they say, yeah, okay, he doesn't like people and all that shit, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to business, I mean, let's see, he's put Roman over.
That's not putting Roman over. Come on now, the dude's a Grand Slam champion. So Roman beating Brock ain't putting Roman over.
But how about the amount of times that Brock has beaten Roman and, now...
There's only 2 people. This freaking decade, I would actually say officially Brock was put over. Cody and Drew McIntyre, that's it. And before he put Drew over, the last person he put over before Drew is no longer with us.
Wait, is Wudawada?
The last person Brock put over before Drew McIntyre at that horrific WrestleMania, because for obvious reasons, is no longer with us.
Bray Wyatt.
No, right. Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, true. Brock's put plenty of people over.
Like who?
How about the first guy that Paul Heyman ever portrayed Brock for?
You talk about the multiple-time world champion Big Show. That's not a put over.
Brock lost the match.
Somebody does not necessarily mean you put them over.
Brock lost the match.
That's not exactly putting somebody over. Just because you beat somebody doesn't mean you put them over.
Hey, fun fact. John Moxley is the only member of the Shield that has not beaten Brock Lesnar.
That was legit the worst match of that WrestleMania.
That was not a great
No,
match.
The worst match of that WrestleMania.
Rod gets so bad when he breaks Brock Lesnar.
Speaking of John Moxley, since I do want to get going soon, how about last night? Now that Moxley's cleared, they're bringing the feud back.
I want the rematch.
I want to see the rematch too, and I think
I want to see that rematch, and I also want to see Moxley and Phoenix rematch.
That's gonna be a good match.
if they do things right, then Orange has to go over.
Or just make it a triple threat for Full Gear, Mox,
That would be
Phoenix,
even better.
and Cassidy.
Phoenix, Moxley, Cassidy, yeah.
And Cassidy for the international title. I'm all for that.
I'm with that. I support all that.
See, okay, AEW takes titles that aren't the heavyweight title and makes them special. WWE doesn't do it as much. Maybe with Gunther, Walter, that's changing because they're doing the IC title means a lot more.
Man, I really hope it is Sheamus who beats him for it, though. I want Sheamus to become Grand Slam.
Who's the U.S. champion right now?
Rey Mysterio.
It is, okay, because I don't
They're not doing anything with it.
Exactly.
You know what they need to do, and they're not going to do it because it's still too new and too fresh? They need to, with time, build it where it's Carlito and has another run with it.
Oh, by the way, you know what I noticed? And I don't know in WCW, but I feel like there have only been 2 Puerto Rican members of the LWO. Zelina Vega and now Carlito.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joaquin Wild, DJZ.
He's Filipino.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the other dude is. I don't know.
I think Santos and Cruz are Mexican.
Yeah, I'm talking about Cruz. I know Santos is Mexican.
Yeah, Santos is definitely Mexican. He was King Cuerno in Lucha Underground.
You talking about Escobar or the other dude?
Escobar was King Cuerno, and
I'm talking about the other dude.
No, I know. I'm talking about Raul Mendoza.
He had a different name in NXT.
Yeah, it was Raul Mendoza. Then they chased it to Cruz del Toro.
Yeah, that's recent. He's Mexican.
It's cool though that they're doing that, like, different. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it not ethnicity? Like, again,
Joaquin Wild is Filipino.
Yeah, he is. We just said that.
I know. I'm saying he's just saying.
What's the word I'm looking for though?
For what?
Different groups in the LWO, like Puerto Rican, Filipino.
Like subgroups? Like subgroup?
Like the Latino heritage.
Different
nationalities. The Latin heritage, yeah, Latino, yeah. I think it's supposed to be the idea of Hispanic heritage.
Hispanic, yeah, that's the word. Okay.
Hispanic, yeah.
I still think the LWO was cooler when Eddie Guerrero was running it.
Different time, my friend.
I know, it was just, but like that, the whole stick it to the NWO.
That idea is what got the hot coffee thrown at him by Bischoff.
You know what I find interesting? Ric Flair basically said he wants nothing to do with Bischoff for his time in WCW, and yet they still work together in the WWE.
And Impact.
TNA, yeah, whatever. It was TNA at the time. But
maybe they buried the hatchet, but they weren't dealing with each other that much. I mean, look at Cornette and Russo. They hate each other, and they wound up working together for like 3 years at TNA. TN lame.
I don't hate her.
Why? Because I like TNA. It's terrible.
Oh,
Let's
you're a hater. That's why.
because I really want to get going.
All right.
All right. So last night we had Collision with Battle of the Belts.
You could talk about it because I'm just about done with Battle of the Belts now, and I've caught everything while we've been watching. So whatever you want to say, don't feel like you're spoiling it for you. You're good.
What do you think about?
You know what I'm really going. You know what I'm really going to be excited for? This
What?
whole House of Black versus BCC feud coming.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, they used them a lot last night on They were in like every segment.
That was awesome.
They were in every segment.
Back. But where was Julia?
Her honeymoon.
Huh?
Her honeymoon.
Oh, they got married?
Yeah, they got married. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I missed Ring of Honor, but I really hope they're going to be using Shoddy more now. I really hope he does join.
Mean, he's not going to be on there for a while, but you know.
I hope he does become part of the Shane Taylor Enterprises.
Right.
Like I was saying to Chuck a few days ago, I really want them to have ROH to have a network. This is why it's attention wrestling disorder, by the way, a network deal, because now that it seems like these guys are specifically billed for ROH.
You mean for the viewers at home, he means a television network, not like a streaming network like Honor Club. He means a television network for the viewers at home.
Yeah, the Dark Elevation. Put them on YouTube.
But it's not the same.
I don't see like Honor Club. Because not only do you get to see the weekly episodes of Ring of Honor every week, you also get to see like the old pay-per-views and old episodes from years past.
I want to see Page, elevated more, but okay, putting him on a subscription-based program I don't think is the way to do it. I'd like to see him.
Deserves better.
He does.
Problem is, you know how hard it is to find a freaking network. You saw. I mean, they were looking at. They got Collision on there. You think they're going to get another freak? They gonna be able to put another show on TV?
They should have just had Ring of Honor instead of Collision. Just shit can Collision.
Well, okay. Well, they had to appease that cancer they had at the time.
No, Collision it's good that they're doing 2 hours twice a week.
Get rid of Rampage. Just make a Ring of Honor.
Rampage works too. Well, if they stop overusing
Rampage really worked. They had a better time slot for it. 10 o'clock on a Friday is a definite.
Well, I don't watch it.
That's what TVR is for.
Friday night, 10 o'clock, people are ready to go out. No one's ready to watch wrestling. That's why SmackDown's perfect. 8 to 10, then you get ready to go out.
Yeah, I usually do that. I usually have my band practice Friday nights. I usually watch SmackDown, go to my band practice. Or I'll watch up until like the last segment of SmackDown, go to band practice, come home, watch the last segment. If I'm still awake, I'll put on Rampage. If not, I sleep, and it's great.
I mean, I like Rampage because it's more of a wrestling show.
Yeah, that's why I like it too. Well, that's why I like Ring of Honor. But even Ring of Honor, it's like not always the best.
But I don't know. I've been getting a little bored of Ring of Honor. But if that's the only way,
AEW of Honor.
If that's the only way you get to see Paige,
they use their women a lot more than the Ring of Honor uses their women more in one episode than AEW might the entire month.
I want to see Athena and Billy Starks on the other shows because I think they're a great. That's a great gimmick right there.
I like it. Yeah, they're entertaining. They're compelling.
I agree, but unfortunately, you only can do. AEW only does so much with their ladies, which is why it's better for them to be on Ring of Honor. They get more time.
Maria. Fuck, I want to say Bennett, but I know that's not the right name.
Kanellis Bennett, yes.
Maria Kanellis Bennett, whatever. She is not. Yeah, whatever. She is only on Ring of Honor right now, and she's not doing any of the. I don't know. I guess it's funny that the Kingdom's just kind of doing this shit with Strong right now, but I don't know. Would it be too much to have Kanellis on all the other shows too?
Right.
Same thing with Moriarty. And put Shane Taylor on AEW too. I I don't see why you have to. I don't know. Because unless you put them on network TV, I just don't see what the fuck they're doing.
I get it to try to keep it true to the roots of Ring of Honor, but at the same time, I feel like
I'm just happy I got somewhere where I can watch Ring of Honor. Unlike when they first bought it.
By the way, you know what's going to happen on Halloween,
Ring
right?
of Honor pay-per-views with no built-in matches. At least now we got like a weekly show where they can be built in the matches.
what I do like about Ring of Honor is they do feature a lot of the New Japan Strong guys on there, which is cool.
You know what's going to happen on November 1st, right?
AEW of
Unless
Honor.
there's a pay-per-view before Halloween. You know what's going to happen, right?
What's going to happen?
Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Very evil. He's probably going to come back around that.
I love Danhausen. He's great.
Well, apparently they're pushing him again.
Good. That's good on my TV. I don't care. Hey, I love Danhausen. He's great. He was a nice guy too when I met him.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's awesome. But
well, I'm sure you didn't want. I'm sure you didn't get on his bad side because the last thing you needed was to get cursed. So
yeah,
And I got that guy with Cheeseburger. Who has
not
been on Ring of Honor? Has Cheeseburger been on Ring of Honor lately? I haven't watched it.
Not a while.
I was just saying, I haven't seen him, right? I missed a few of them, but I haven't seen him in a while either, so I was wondering. I know he's been a few.
That kid has been on there with Griff Garrison, whatever the fuck his name is.
Talk about Cole Carter?
Yeah, him.
Jersey Shore guy.
Oh, he recently got released. Well, actually, no. I think about his contract. They didn't renew his contract.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the other guy. Never mind, you're right. You're right. Never mind. I'm confused.
Zach
Clayton.
Oh, he got released? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he didn't get my fault. He got released. They just didn't renew his contract, so.
Okay.
Does that make you wonder,
apparently, the same thing that's recently just happened to Brock Anderson.
Yeah. He's gone too. Yeah, that was a recent one.
And Arn's still in the company?
As of right now, yes.
Arn didn't well, we don't know what happened, but
right. I'm assuming
Arn didn't put up a fight for his son.
I'm sure he did, but
there's so much you can do. I mean, Arn's been in this business long enough to understand how it works.
So how come Lee? I have to say, Big Shotty to remember his last. Lee Johnson is still contracted, and Brock Anderson isn't. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's facts, yeah. Brock is a bit lacking in the charisma department.
What about the jobber boy, the guy who thinks he's like a miniature Hulk Hogan? He just jobbed the other night. I'm like confusing people.
What?
That short dude with the hat, the bounty hunter.
Brian Keith?
I'm confusing him with those Hulk Hogan wannabes that jobbed on.
Wait, you about the Outrunners?
Yeah, those guys still have contracts. Brian Keith is still showing up on TV, and yet you get rid of Brock Anderson?
Well, no offense, but like Brian Keith was like no one ranked like African American wrestler of 2023.
So why aren't they pushing him?
Because I don't think he's fully on the AEW contract.
And what's his name been lately? The guy who always
also, I don't think the Outrunners have contracts. I think they're just making appearances.
What the fuck's his name? I haven't seen him in a while either. AR Fox.
AR Fox is still active.
I think he's having like visa issues.
AR Fox?
Yeah.
Well, what visa issues could AR Fox have?
I don't know. I think that's the reason why he wasn't able to go to online because he's having visa issues.
Well, They're doing shows in the States right now.
But still, you still want to get that fixed because
Okay.
AEW's not the only place he works.
What work would he be having? Where would he be having the issues? He lives here.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What are you fucking...
Okay. So like when he work, like say like if he wants to go like work for like a New Japan show in Japan or like for another.
Oh yeah, no, that issue. Yeah, but what about here? Why can't he work here? If he has...
Why aren't we seeing him on TV? What?
Because he might be trying to get the issues fixed, and you know how long it takes for some of these superstars.
But to work in his native country, that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, correct.
I understand that, but still, you know how long it takes to get these issues worked out, though, regardless.
But you can still wrestle in the United States, and you can, on your days off, when you're not, you can deal with the visa issues. I mean,
that was why
on Wednesday, Friday.
But you see how long these take, though, and if you're not on it every day, it can take even longer.
He's in a perfect position right now to be on TV. Now that the 18-year-old piece of shit is with Daddy TNT. AR Fox and fucking Darby Allin versus Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne.
That's what should happen.
Uh-huh.
But again, you know, they're in victim of creative has nothing for you.
Well, there's something for him. I'm not in creative, and I just created something.
Right, I agree with you. I'm
Especially
not arguing with you.
Since Sting is kind of winding down.
Right.
Put AR Fox and Darby Allin against Luchasaurus and fucking Nick Wayne.
I agree.
Done.
Deal. I agree.
Or fuck it. Adam Copeland, AR Fox, Darby Allin versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne. Done.
Right.
Hire me, Tony, so I can give you that fucking storyline.
You fucking
Send Tony your resume. I'm sure it might still happen.
Well, let's get it done already, man. Because
all joking aside, I actually sent my resume to WWE once, and I got nothing.
So did I.
Got nothing.
I sent my resume, but here's the thing. That storyline was written during the Mogul. You know that whole storyline with fucking
Mogul Embassy,
Swerve and fucking Darby Allin.
Yep.
That fucking storyline was written when the AR Fox turned back to a face again.
Yep.
After the whole thing with Nick Wayne, who should have Darby Allin's back more than anyone, based on the history? AR Fox.
Uh-huh.
I just wrote him in a fucking storyline. Put him back on TV.
Unless he's injured or something.
That would be the only logical reason. Right. Creative has nothing for you is bullshit because I just created something.
Okay, then you go freaking hop in Tony Khan's DMs and let him know that thing.
No. You guys are missing a golden opportunity here. What you need to do is send your resume to Vinny the Guido, and Vinny the Guido will take care of the rest.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That too.
Good.
Yeah. You have become head writer.
You know what? Vinny the Guido should manage, should be the consigliere for Tony D'Angelo.
Yes. He should be. It'd be a great gimmick.
Put him in NXT with fucking whatever his name is.
It'll be hilarious though, but here's the kicker. Because he's so good at getting heat on the indies, he would probably get over in WWE. Vinny the Guido somehow would get over in WWE.
NXT's fan base, I mean, I feel like they're separate from the main roster because I feel like they're more like an AEW fan base to me. I feel like the people in NXT, the people who you see in the crowd at NXT are more knowledgeable.
I can agree with that. So my opinion is, I feel like there's two types of AEW fans.
Okay.
There's the wrestler fans that are like the ones that like the NXT stuff and like the New Japan stuff and like all that stuff and the Ring of Honor stuff. And then you have the Mark AEW fans, which kind of hybrid both too with the NXT, but also they watch it because they like all the XW guys because AEW treats them better. Certain person who doesn't click is famous for saying that shit about wrestlers.
Yeah, well,
someone who doesn't click is a celebrity for saying
someone who doesn't click is the reason, is part of like the problem with wrestling fandom.
Oh yeah,
big time. But anyway, did you guys notice something? First of all, the ending of NXT was predictable because you know who the fuck attacked Tripp.
Oh yeah.
You know who attacked Tripp.
Oh yeah.
I'm sensing a mellow heel turn.
Exactly. Because anytime they do this, it's always the partner that does it.
Yeah. Here's what I think's going to happen.
Unless they do an honest like twist and they bring in somebody fresh for it, which they haven't done in a while. It's always the predictable thing.
And if you were listening, or maybe it's Wesley, or whatever, or maybe not. Maybe it's the first thing that I thought that you agree with. But if you guys were paying attention last night to Memphis, someone is way over than Mello is because they're chanting. I heard "whoop that trick" last night on AEW TV.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's what they did. That's where that came from, was Memphis. Whoop that trick. That has nothing to do with Trick Williams. That's where Whoop That Trick came from, is Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that had nothing to do with Trick Williams?
No, that's where that came from.
When were they in Memphis? Because I thought most of their shows are in Orlando.
No, I'm saying Whoop That Trick is a Memphis thing. That thing came from, that has nothing to do with Trick Williams. Whoop That Trick came from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. That's why I just said, it had nothing to do with Trick Williams.
Not at all.
Tennessee. Good old Tennessee.
So why do they say it for him then?
Because he's Trick Williams. But that has nothing to do, but it's not like, that was created because, of Trick Williams. No.
Okay. All right. Well, that would have been really cool if that was for him, because that just shows someone is more over than Mello.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyone have anything to say? Because I think
we're winding down. I think we've gotten our key points of the week in wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've watched all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, and now I'm going to watch all the Friday the 13th, except Jason X, and skipping the remakes so I can watch Freddy versus Jason.
I got to rewatch Freddy vs. Jason. I watched the remake like a year ago. It was okay.
The remakes?
The original remake, the one from 2009, was okay.
For which movie?
For Friday the 13th, the 2009 one.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but it wasn't like the worst that it could have been. It could have been worse.
I think it was okay. Like,
right.
Since the 80s are kind of like got those cheesy moments. Yeah, it was. I'll give it that it was better, but because Friday the 13th never really had a Jason, unless you want to count Kane Hodder.
Right.
Who came in for the later movies.
Right.
But Robert Englund, he's the only one worthy of being Freddy. The dude from the Bad News Bears, not so much. Not so much.
No.
Well, thank you.
But I think it's time to put a pin in it, gents. It's been a good one.
Yep.
We'll do these in a couple.
Carry on. I told you I would talk about something other than wrestling today.
You were.
There is one other thing. Have you guys watched or played the new the new Zelda game?
No.
No, not yet.
So I don't know if you're familiar with like how Zelda works, especially once Zelda started going on like Super Nintendo, not Super Nintendo, but like GameCube and all that.
Right.
Although the voice actors, you're reading what's going on, what they're saying, but all they do is go, oh, ah, oh, oh.
Yeah.
They just do that. But in this game, some of it is actually voice actors. Like Zelda's got a voice actor.
Yeah.
But in most of the scenes, though, it's a lot of the oh.
Yeah.
There's one specific part. Link, in one of the villages, when Link goes to see this female merchant, this woman who's a merchant,
Right.
the way she responds is, oh, oh. Sounds like she's having an orgasm.
Nice.
Oh,
I want to buy this game now just to play this.
Oh my god.
Just this one scene, and she's like,
I need to play. I want to beat the game. I just want to play until I see it. I don't care if that's
Oh my god.
I haven't played a Zelda game
it's
since Twilight
hilarious
Princess.
because, like, they're talking about, what do you want to buy or whatever it is, and the only sound you hear is oh.
That's good stuff.
I just wanted to share that.
That's
But
funny.
for
That is
those
good
who
stuff.
actually listen and watch this, if you're a gamer and I've only watched it on YouTube. I haven't played it. I can't afford a game system right now. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. So if you get to see that or play it, go just if you get to that point, you'll know what I'm talking about.
All right, that's a unique way to end the show, ladies and gentlemen.
No other way to do it. It's attention wrestling disorder. We just go off in tangents, so it doesn't matter how we end it.
Yeah. Unless you got, I don't think we covered everything, but whatever.
I think we hit the key points for the week.
Yeah.
We hit the key points of the week. I think we're good.
Hey, you got to see my tiny
hold on. One really important day that we didn't talk about, and now this would be a good way to end this. How about that CW? How about the CW deal, NWA guy?
Hey, good for them. I'll watch NWA again. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they got
I
they got
about it.
deal
Yeah,
with
I saw
CW,
this, yeah.
which will probably start like in 2024.
So if the CW, if NWA gets what deal, Ring of Honor should get a deal.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to TNT TBS about that.
Yeah, talk to my cat about that.
By the way, speaking of NWA, thank you, Billy. Thank you for firing Nick Aldis when he asked for his when he gave you a 6 month notice. Thank you for being an asshole like that. And now look where Nick Aldis
at least he didn't hold Nick Aldis hostage. Wait until like Nick Aldis is about to get a title shot and then decide to let him go, like some other companies do.
Right, it's true.
Wait, which company are you talking about?
WWE with Mustafa Ali. When Mustafa Ali was practically on his hands and he's begging to get let go, they'll let him go. And then when he actually is in line for a title match, you decide then to let him go 8 days before the event.
Yep.
But with Nick Aldis, though, didn't he get taken off of TV after giving notice? He gave like enough time.
They got into an argument. I think like Nick Aldis took exception to Billy Corgan saying they wasn't going to do like a second Empowered because the first one really didn't sell because he don't think women's wrestling could sell out an event. So he didn't like that because Mickey ran it and that's his wife, so he didn't like that. So
created that pay-per-view. His wife ran that pay-per-view.
Yeah, so that's why he didn't like those comments. This is the thing. Outside of the Star Power, Empowered was better than Evolution, and you ain't gonna tell me different. Only thing Evolution had on Empowered was Star Power. Everything else Empowered blew Evolution out the water.
Yeah, the Empowered was a better show.
It was because Evolution had bigger stars. That's the only thing it had on.
I agree with that.
Empowered had opportunities for people from other promotions too.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. It was better. The problem is though, Evolution had more star power.
Yes, Ronda Rousey versus I Can't Wrestle.
Nikki Bella, Charlotte Becky, last woman standing match.
Yeah.
And it was stupid, and they should bring it back. They should bring back another all women's pay-per-view.
Have you seen the women's division lately?
I mean, with
all they do on Raw is just feed everybody to mommy.
Yeah, literally.
At least on SmackDown's more diverse.
That's because Io Sky is fantastic, and
I agree.
I'm actually glad that of Damage Control, she's the one who got the women's title, not Bayley. Even though I love Bayley.
Again, I think SmackDown's the better show right now.
It is the better show right now. I agree. Because you got LA Knight, yeah.
And you got the guy who wants to punch people in the face.
Yeah.
KO.
I know. I'm just doing everything this LA Knight because I have the shirt on. Yeah. Dummy.
I feel like Cody Rhodes would be better off on SmackDown, but I know he's staying on Raw.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, why were we talking about this?
The TV deal NWA got.
Oh, so talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So probably like the start of 2024, they'll officially start on the CW.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'll watch NWA again.
So now you'll have NWA and WoW both on the CW.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
Wow. You know what I'm doing, Chuck? Because I like that you're kind of following along.
Yeah.
Come on, Ron.
Being a degenerate, what you're doing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I am not a degenerate, though.
Right.
I never say anything bad about anything. I've never hated on John Cena.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I've said nothing bad about Impact Wrestling ever on this show.
Oh, right. Absolutely.
I wonder if we actually, I think we should take a poll.
I never call CM Punk a cancer, but that's still agreeable everywhere.
He's not a cancer. But no, I was going to say, okay, so what we should do it further shows is I should put a poll when I post these and see how many people are paying attention, see how many times I hate on Impact and how many times you call CM Punk a cancer.
That's a good question. Let's do it. You should do it for this one.
And then we should also ask how many times you saw the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
You know what? There have only been a very limited of times where Tidy Whitey's made an appearance. Today was the third time.
Fortunately for us.
Been like 3.
Yeah, this was the third one.
Yeah. Mr. Main Event.
Mr. Main Event.
You know who's made a lot of cameos on here though? Ian. Rick got nobody. Cold out here too.
Oh God.
Oh, I said it earlier, or I don't know if I said it to you or during during this, but Kevin Kelly definitely
worse than Ian Riccaboni. Yes, we've been saying this forever.
Yeah, he's worse than Rick. He's now number 1.
He's terrible. He's been terrible. He's been on AEW too.
That was painful to watch last night.
I watched the whole thing when we did this, and I had no commentary on. I had to mute. I didn't have to listen. It was great. It was a great show.
Oh my God.
Valley Belts was great because I didn't have to listen to Kevin Kelly say stupid shit.
You know what was even worse last night?
What?
Well, I mean, whatever the hell he said. There's a Jim Ross should retire already. Jesus Christ.
Now, Jim Ross is good days are past him. It's a truth of life. His best days are past him.
He was like, he couldn't even. He was slurring his words last night.
Probably drinking on the job, slurring. He's probably eating too much barbecue sauce, making him getting drunk on his own barbecue.
Slobber knocker, barbecue sauce.
Oh, Mr. Barbecue Man, who figured that line? And then you had Michael Cole when he was bad still. That's what Santina called you. Santina called you that. It's like, shut up, Michael Cole. I still hate Michael Cole sometimes.
Yeah, I hate Michael Cole. I hate the Riccaboni of WWE.
Well, he's not so bad.
Who's the? Oh, excuse me, Irish Riccaboni.
Yeah.
Oh God, leave Kevin Patrick alone.
Kevin Patrick.
You know the best two commentators on WWE right now? Wade Barrett and Corey Graves.
I knew you was gonna say that nonsense.
Which one? They're both great.
Oh my God.
I enjoy a certain commentator during a certain entrance.
I miss Matt Stryker during
And
entrance.
I'm talking about Booker T
during the
Trick Williams.
entrance.
What happened?
Talking about Booker T during Trick Williams' entrance.
Yes, yeah, I've seen it. It's funny. I miss Matt Stryker on ECW with Zack Ryder singing his theme song.
I don't remember.
God.
I miss those days. I miss WWE.
Now he's in MLW.
Yeah, but
Was there another Matt Stryker in wrestling at one point?
No.
There were two Matt Strikers, I'm pretty sure.
No.
There might have been, but one I think had a Y in the striker.
Wasn't there like an OVW, a different Matt Stryker at one point, or what do you consider OVW, by the way? Then is it an indie? Is it, what do you consider it?
Yeah, I can consider indie promotion. Like the 2000 version was the WWE's NXT, but now it's an indie promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting that wrestler, and I've only seen part of the first episode, but that wrestlers thing seems to be getting some traction on Netflix.
Oh, speaking about OVW, one of their top females was on Collision last night.
Yeah, Holly Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood, yeah. That's an OVW girl, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and she wrestles on Wild too.
Who did she wrestle?
Sky Blue.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's she from? She's an OVW girl, right?
Yeah, she wrestled OVW and she wrestles on Wild too.
Oh yeah,
you know
recognize.
what?
Oh right, yeah, that's the one that's on that show on Netflix. Right, yeah.
She was on that Hollywood one too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That Hollywood wrestling promotion.
Yeah. That championship wrestling from Hollywood. Yeah.
That you and I watched and couldn't stand.
Yeah, I watched it first. I was interested, and then I started rewatching it. I thought it was terrible.
Oh, there's a question. There was a guy who was on that who ended up on NWA. What the hell happened to him? Can't remember his name. He was like who was he with? He was with Homicide in NWA. You know what I'm talking about. He worked with Homicide on NWA. And he just vanished. I originally saw him on Championship Wrestling with that other guy, Ricky, who used to be in AEW and New Japan and kind of just disappeared.
You talking about Danny Limelight?
Huh?
You talking about Danny Limelight?
He worked with Danny Limelight.
Slice Boogie?
Yes.
Slice Boogie, okay, yeah.
What the hell happened to him?
I think he just recently recovered from injury.
Okay.
And what happened to Danny Limelight? What the hell happened to him? He was another guy.
I think he still works for the what was that promotion? UWF, whatever. I think he's still there.
Well, you know, he was in AEW for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's the world champion. I think he'd be on Clearwater for the title.
He's still part of Team Filthy in New Japan. Like they don't feature him much, but he's still technically part of Team Filthy in New Japan.
Is Team Filthy still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Why the fuck is Tom Lawler in like other promotions. Why he should either be
Well,
in.
he did replace Davey Boy Smith at the Slaughterhouse pay-per-view and went up against Alex Kane.
Are we talking about MLW?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was in MLW before. He's always been in MLW. I don't know what the fuck's going on with MLW. I stopped watching.
No, Matt Cardona's there now. Matt Cardona's been appearing there.
I don't even know when the fuck MLW is anymore. It's just on YouTube now, right?
I think so.
How that? I just don't understand why that isn't taken off. I mean, that you have some good wrestlers there, but I kind of lost track of who's on it.
Well, it's doing a lot better now that they got their fight deal.
Oh, who? Oh,
MLW.
Hammerstone's still there?
Yeah. He's just taking time off, like when you was the longest reigning champion, like when you, for a combined total of 900 something days, held the championship in that company, you deserve some time off.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that girl Selena who was in charge of like that?
Della Renta, yeah, she just recently came back.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Wasn't she supposed to? I thought she was going to NXT.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
Yeah, apparently not, because I never saw her.
Yep.
So how'd they resurrect her? Because I thought they killed her off.
Well, technically, she got taken away, but I guess apparently, according to her, she escaped and was just biding her time until she could lead the overthrow of freaking Cesar Duran.
Is that still going on? Is Lucha Underground still dominating MLW?
No, Cesar Duran's gone, and now she came back and she helped Rocky Romero become the new MLW middleweight champion.
Which explains why Rocky Romero being a heel.
Yes, and Janai Kai beat Del Exo, and now she's the MLW featherweight champion.
She's still a thing. She's still, I mean, I didn't like she still wrestles. I haven't heard her name in a while.
Yeah, Janai Kai, yeah. She's the new MLW featherweight champion.
Yeah, you just said that. I haven't heard that name in a while. I was like, she's
been over in Japan.
Wait, who?
Janai Kai.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She's been over in Japan for a while.
I was watching for a while and I stopped.
By the way, you saw the promo video for TNA, right?
Yeah, that thing was epic. Man, I got goosebumps watching
that jobber to speak.
Oh my god, pipe down.
Which jobber got to speak? Because I don't watch.
The jobber of the women's division.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
Mrs. Edwards? Oh,
Mr. Edwards. The worst of the worst.
Rod's a mark for Alicia Edwards. Rod's got Alicia Edwards poster on his wall and everything.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you want to hear a joke, I'll say Alicia Edwards.
Such a degenerate.
That's a good one.
Such a couple of degenerates.
I can't stand whatever.
I try to watch Impact. I can't get into it. I try. I really do sometimes, and I can't get into it.
Because again, I'll say this. Yeah, if I saw like them at her and her husband in a bar, I'd probably chill with them and talk to them. But watching her on TV, I'll be my fucking fan character and boo the shit out of her and criticize.
Oh my god.
Rod's the only Alicia Edwards fan there is.
So degenerate.
Alicia Edwards sucks.
Alicia Edwards is terrible.
Alicia Edwards.
You know what I'm going to say? Unpopular opinion. Davey Richards was the better member of the team with the Wolves than Eddie Edwards.
Yeah. That's why he's blacklisted in virtually every company right now, but okay.
What happened?
That's why he's like basically blacklisted in every company in North America right now, but okay.
No, wasn't he in MLW?
Yeah, not anymore. He's gone now after all those.
What did he do?
Domestic violence. He got released from everything. Team Ambition let him go. Everybody let him go. He's like blacklisted now.
Which
multiple people came out.
which proves one thing. Ospreay is innocent of that bullshit. Because if he get the way he's been treated in the wrestling business lately and just the way he comes off, that was a fucking rumor.
I wouldn't say that in front of Amanda. We'll just say that.
Oh, we know.
We know.
I would not say that. I wouldn't say that in front of Amanda. You be signing your own death warrant.
Will Ospreay is a fucking amazing wrestler, and everyone knows it because he's been wrestling. He hasn't been blacklisted, taken off TV. So to me, that has to be a rumor some fans started.
Yeah, that or they debunked it and they proved it to be true, to be a false.
I don't believe it, because if it was true, he wouldn't have a job, and the career, the interviews, he wouldn't be treated as well as he's being treated and respected the way he's been respected.
That's true. I could agree with that. I don't really know what happened, but I agree.
I don't know what happened either, but
what I will say is that those Ospreay Sabre Jr. match, that ZSJ Ospreay match, was on point at Royal Quest.
Because look at
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it like a few days ago. That was a really good event.
One thing I didn't like about Royal Quest that it was too polished and too produced for New Japan. It was like that Japanese, the British production. Yeah, it was more like RPW's production than like Japan's, because it was like I think a hybrid event.
That happened. That's fucking awesome.
Zack Sabre Jr. Ospreay happened at Royal Quest.
Great match. That show was great.
What Marty Scurll.
He's in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. Because
like he's down there in Mexico. You could be the worst scumbag in the world. You'll get booked down there.
Jack, the mustache guy, Jack.
He's an MMA. He went to MMA. And he got his ass whooped like his first fight.
Jack Gallagher.
No one's seen what's his Velvet. What the hell's his name?
Velveteen Dream.
No one's seen him. I'm just
saying, but those turned out to be false.
What?
There was rumors that he was at NXT, but those turned out to be false.
The point I'm making is these guys had similar things said about them, and their careers.
I'm surprised Dream didn't go down to Mexico. Conan would have booked him because Conan does not book scumbags.
Wait, what happened?
If Ospreay's a scumbag, then he would not be wrestling for AEW or any other company.
I'm saying I'm surprised Dream didn't go down to Mexico because all Conan does is book scumbags. So Marty Scurll deserves a second chance. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit.
So to me, that unless I see proof, I'm not gonna go with it, because to me, Will Ospreay is doing great.
You do know Marty Scurll admitted he did it right.
What?
You do know Marty admitted he did it right.
Marty admitted that he himself did it?
That he took advantage of a freaking underage training.
He admitted it. Yeah, he admitted that. Oh yeah, no, it was a whole thing.
I'm talking about the Will Ospreay stuff. That was
like
I was saying, like, you saying until that person admits it. I'm saying Scurll admitted he did. Yeah, Conan still books him because Conan don't get. Why do you think Sexy Star still gets booked in Mexico? They don't care. If you're a big name, they don't care how much of a scumbag
anywhere else because that shit she pulled.
Let's go.
Why you think freaking El Patron / Del Rio still gets booked? Because if you're a big name down in Mexico, you will get booked.
No one wants him in the States. I'll be real with you. Del Rio, Patron, whatever you want to call him, will never wrestle in the States again.
No. Same with Sexy Star.
Sexy Star will never wrestle in the States. Del Rio will never wrestle in the States again. Scurll will probably
Marty Scurll will never wrestle in the States again.
He'll probably never wrestle in the States again either, yeah. Maybe England for Scurll because that's where he's from, maybe with time, but I highly doubt Japan's going to touch that. New Japan's more strict about that stuff than WWE is, believe it or not. That's how I don't believe it with Ospreay, because he's still heavily pushed and utilized in Japan, and Japan has less tolerance than the WWE does.
If Jericho worked with him, that tells you something about the kind of person Ospreay is.
Right.
Jericho won't work with
Exactly. No, I agree. I agree with you.
scumbags.
I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying, man. If
Yeah.
like Jericho, who's a genuine dude and is all about making, things the bit is all about like let's make the business great and shit. He's not going to work with like scum.
No.
He's not gonna. Even if they play scum on TV.
No,
I mean,
Jericho's very particular about who he works with at this point in his life.
As he should, but
he's earned that right. I agree.
Jericho, like to me, he is like, he's a legit like good dude. Oh, by the way, on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, Hogan admitted, it was funny because Chris Van Vliet called him out, said, the whole thing about I'm not good with that brother or whatever he says, like
that doesn't work for me, brother.
It doesn't work for me, brother. And Hogan goes, yeah, that's my catchphrase.
He owns it.
I
watched the whole thing, but I watched clips of it. I did catch that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I've seen clips of it, and I did catch that.
Hogan is the reason why there's no wrestling unions in wrestling right now, right?
There's no what?
Unions in wrestling right now.
Unions? I didn't think there was ever unions.
There's never been.
Jesse Ventura was trying to get him started, but Hogan ran him out to Vince about it.
That was years ago, but guys have tried since.
Well, it was a good thing that WWE is not the only gig in town.
Yeah.
I know. This ain't 2001. Some of these WWE stands wish it was.
Yeah, and they're all named Rod the Ceiling Fancock.
On that note, Rod,
such a lying asshole.
I'm going to go because it's almost 5:00.
Yeah, right. I think we're good. I think we should put a pin in this. I think we've hit the key points. But it's been good. We'll do it in a couple weeks. We'll do another State of Wrestling. What's coming up in the coming weeks?
You got the fight spirit unleashed and Shaman this weekend.
State of Wrestling with Crown Jewel. This is Attention Wrestling Disorder.
It's true.
Or I don't know. State of Wrestling was actually the name of a podcast that piece of shit Sam Roberts did. I fucking hate him. Yeah. As a person.
Fuck him.
That's a legit fucking hate right there. He fucked over my boy Opie. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. All right, guys. On that note, let's put a pin in it.
Fuck you, Sam Roberts.
Fuck you, Sam Roberts. As always, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. We'll do this a couple weeks. And as always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for enjoying. As always, we're all just too sweet.
Yeah.